Hey everybody, AJ Valdez here with some football news. We're talking about Isak, just the whole transfer in general. What does it mean? What is it going to look like? Is it going to happen for Liverpool? You all know that I'm a Liverpool fan, and I've been hoping for this transfer to go through, of course. Although saying that, seeing us in the two friendlies against Athletic Bilbao, we look lethal in both games. We have so many options up front. I think even if we don't get Isak, if we sign another center back, maybe one or two, another center back, maybe a CDM. I don't know. Definitely need a center back. We have no cover there really, other than Gomez, and he's injury prone. So, anyways, in saying all that, we have to see. But this saga goes on, right, with Isak. Is he going to sign for Liverpool? Are Liverpool going to put another bid in? There's a lot of rumors that Liverpool are putting another bid in, but it's also dependent on if Sesko goes to Newcastle, which I think that he may not, even after Newcastle meeting the required bid. Looks like he might end up at United. And why do I say that? Because there's been so much speculation, and United seem to, despite all their woes and troubles, right? They still land. There's a massive club, even here in the United States. The majority of people I talk to here in the U.S., I've been back here now 7 years, and just being around people, majority are United supporters. United marketed themselves really well in the United States, and they are a massive club. But I found this cool clip I want to show you guys. It's from a channel called The Tune Review. They're Newcastle fans, and let me know what you think about this.
But Manchester United, on the other hand, the fact that we have the potential to lose this fight has got me seething. They are an absolute joke of a club where players go to die, effectively. You've got Sancho with mental health issues, depression, Anthony with the same issues. These are £80 million players that go there to not be progressed as players, and they are trapped because of the high salaries and fees. They can't get out when they realise they've made a mistake. It is a grossly run club. They are £1 billion in debt, but because of their high revenue due to the way the rules are written, they can spend upwards of £200 million across 3 attackers this window, which is an absolute disgrace. Yep. They do not improve players. It is not a happy club. It is not a competitive club at the moment. They finished on barely above 40 points last season, have no European competition, play an ambiguous formation at best. Bruno Fernandes, their best player, is a rat bag and tried to hack people from behind the other day. It is a disgusting club, rotting, and it needs to be gutted. There is no reason for people to be joining Manchester United over us. It is a disgusting club. Any Man United fans in the chat, you know it's true. Despite
Okay, I'll stop him right there. He said a whole lot, right? A whole lot. I think, I mean, there are some points there, but to call it a disgusting club, even as a Liverpool fan, they're still a massive club. They're a huge club, and that's what players want. Players want the fame, right? They want to be known on a global scale. I remember when Jurgen Klopp, after he had finished at Liverpool, he had said something, because he had before he managed Liverpool, we know he managed Dortmund. Before Dortmund, it was who was it again before Dortmund? Mainz. It was Mainz before Dortmund. It was Mainz, and he said, when you manage Mainz, everybody in Mainz knows who you are. When you manage Dortmund, everybody in Germany knows who you are. You can see where I'm going with this, right? When you manage Liverpool, everybody in the world knows who you are. And I think it could be the same for the players, right? When they go to these massive clubs. Like Newcastle, for me, I really like Newcastle, and they are a big club, but they're no Man United. And I know you guys should go back there. If you guys check that out, watch the rest of that. They are called the Tune Review. I'll put their name right here somewhere, and go watch the rest of their YouTube video. Really good. I find it interesting to listen to other perspectives of other clubs, other fans. You know, get everybody's take. I like that. I really enjoy that. So hearing him, and I understand how angry he is, and you know, especially like I've been supporting Liverpool since 1996, so I've experienced when you have your eye, or you put a bid in for a player and it gets turned down. Like, things are changing at Liverpool now. For a long time, we had no money. I was there during the Hicks and Gillette terrible owners when they were investing no money in the squad. When they actually let Alonso go to Real Madrid, and we were trying to build something, but you let one of the best midfielders in the world leave, like with hopes to get Gareth Barry, and I still don't think Gareth Barry is better than Alonso, not even close. Anyways, long story. But and then when you hear all the stories about how they, the money they didn't invest. Anyways, I've been there where you miss out on players. They go to other clubs. They go to a rival. They go to, and it hurts. It gets you upset, right? But like at the end of the day, this might sound harsh, right, for the fans out there, but there's a pecking order of football, and players see United as a bigger club. And I'll be surprised. I hope that Sesko chooses Newcastle, but I will be really surprised if he doesn't choose United and goes there instead, because they're a massive club. Win or lose, right? They win or lose, they're still massive. People can say what they want. Let's just be real, right? And so I hope Newcastle get him, because if Newcastle gets Sesko, Isak, they're not going to keep both strikers, right? They're going to let Isak go. And I heard Liverpool are putting in an approved bid once that happens. That doesn't happen. Am I concerned? I'm not really. After seeing Liverpool, like I said, against Athletic Bilbao, seeing the pace of attack, my only concern is defense. But yet Virgil van Dijk didn't play any of those games. He's such a leader. And you put anybody next to him, Kanote, Gomez, right? You put anybody next to him, they look world class. And so we do, but I still believe I would rather just, if we didn't get Isak, we keep what we have. Ekitike, he looks beast. I don't know if you've seen the goal yesterday, the first goal in the second game. He powered, he stayed on side, sprinted, powered, right? Slowed down, change of pace, put the ball in the box. Salah got on the end of it, puts it in the net. He looks great. Even his he looks like power, pace. He has it all. He has good feet. He can hold the ball up. He's strong. He's like 6'3", I think, right? He's massive, right? He's tall, right? So he looks like a beast from what I saw, right? So I'm not concerned if we don't get Isak, but I honestly think that we are going to get Isak. I think that if Sesko goes, it's just that's it. We're signing Isak. But even if we don't, that's what I'm saying. Even if Liverpool don't, I think that we'll be all right, attack wise. And we have these youngsters like Rio. I don't know if you guys seen Rio. I can't pronounce his last name. Forgive me. I have dyslexia. But you just see him powering from the halfway line. He picks the ball up. I think he takes 10 touches, scores a beautiful goal. I think hit with him, and there's so many other youngsters up and coming that we can probably, even yesterday, seeing our two squads, right? There was two different teams that played. So we basically have we have a lot of players, a lot of potential. Just defensively, I think we can do with one more. Maybe Gahey of Crystal Palace. But I don't know if we're gonna get him. They want 55 million, right? But if we do get him, man, Liverpool, I think we have a good chance of winning the league again. And who knows, maybe Champions League. I mean, last season nobody talks about it, but we beat PSG even though they dominated us. You rewatch that game. We beat them away though. We got them on the counter. We stayed strong defensively. We were a solid unit. At home, we had chances, just didn't take them, and then went down to penalties. So penalties is 50-50. It's a coin toss. A coin toss. It can go either way. Either way, we were close to them last season, and they beat everybody with. I think after watching that, they beat everybody with ease. They went through Arsenal. I know Arsenal started one of the games better, but I don't think PSG were ever in doubt. And I think if anybody can beat them this season or contend, it's Liverpool. So we'll see. From what I seen yesterday, we look really good attacking wise. So I'm not worried about if we get Isak or not. But I would love to get him. Of course, he's world class. I mean, he scored 50 goals in 76 games. I mean, just that's those stats alone. The guy's a beast, right? He's a beast. And so, either way, I'm happy. I can't wait for the season to start. But we do need a center back. But anyways, that's some more transfer news. What else? Oh, other news that they reported today that Harvey Elliott might be going to Leipzig, RB Leipzig, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think he's another talent. You've seen him in the Euros or the under 21s, the Euros they won, and he was like one of the main man. I think it's just so hard because we have so many good midfielders. We're spoiled right now in Liverpool. Like, I don't know if you watched the game yesterday, but that our midfield, like, we're spoiled. We have so many good midfielders, even youngsters that are coming up. So I don't know. It's hard, and it's hard to see him go because he loves Liverpool so much. But there is things about his game that he can improve on. Maybe that he hasn't to really solidify his him in the starting 11. But there's also so many good qualities about him, and then you want a player that loves the club. You know, like I'd rather a player that loves the club, that wants to be like this, sees the club as this. I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't want to play anywhere else. I give everything for this club, rather than players to see us as a stepping stone. You know. That's a problem, like, too. I think when we get these awesome players, like McAllister's awesome, but I do think, though, like, if next year or the year after Real Madrid want him, because that's what he's a top player. He's Argentinian. He's gonna want to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid. But like Harvey Elliott, like a young player that loves Liverpool, they grew up supporting Liverpool. Liverpool is the final destination for them. You know, that's what I thought about Trent too, but I was totally wrong. Trent deceived me. Anyways, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is exciting times. Exciting times. I can't wait for the season to start. But let me know in the comments. Please follow the channel. It's not only Liverpool only news, but I love Liverpool a whole lot, so I'll be talking about it a bit. But hit the like button if you can. Subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love football? Live for the drama, the moments, the transfers? This is where football meets creativity. Transfer, highlights, faith-fueled moments, shorts, news, edits. From the Premier League to the prayer room, we do it all. Subscribe now and join the squad. It's football like you've never seen it before.